niggas think they know they can have a story. They don't really know it's a man fucking with me. How can I be better? I can start with just the
Back again. I heard I missed pretty good time on that last segment while I was out at the Twin Lakes Party Store picking up a 6 of Mike's Hard Cranberry.
It may have been one of our best segments we've ever done here, and you just missed it. It's kind of disappointing. We had a lot of guest celebrities: Dick Vitale,
really,
Harry Carey,
wow,
Ernie Harwell, Keanu Reeves, Brad Somerville, Birdman, Muhammad from Dearborn.
I tell you what, I want to get on the same phone plane as Ernie Harwell because he's got to be getting some real long distance minutes.
Yeah, R.I.P. So, anyways, time to get to more serious. The laughs are about over. The only thing that everyone's gonna be laughing at is Pargoff's team that's about to pick, because we're gonna roll them by 8 touchdowns like I did in the Turkey Bowl last year.
It was a 2-score game, I think, actually.
So anyways,
okay.
So here's how the draft rules go. I will have first pick because I won last year, 10-6.
And he changes the score every time.
It was 10-6. We won by 4 touchdowns.
It was not 10-6.
4 touchdowns we won by.
It was probably 10-0. Now that you think about it, I don't think we scored it all. Mark had all 10 touchdowns by himself. No one else even scored.
It's all good.
That sounds about right now.
We're about to do it right here, right now, right live. So you ready for this?
You got the first one. I'll take the next 2.
And on the first pick of this year's draft, out of Oakland Community College, Trevor Peterson.
Wow. An in-house selection. That's got to be a first in Holiday Bowl history. Wow.
And Trevor is in the green room, and here was his reaction with all his fans. Woo! Woo!
Get fucked.
Trevor, the first pick of this year's draft, off of last year's PCL season-ending injury and every other injury.
Back off the PUP list.
That is a crazy first pick.
Good to
but,
see.
you know.
Throw me for a loop there.
So there you have it. So you have the next 2 picks of this year's draft.
With the second pick, I'm going to keep it in-house, and I'm going to take Spencer Peterson second overall.
There you go. So the Peterson brothers go 1 and 2. Spencer's in the house, and he still thinks that 9 times 9 is 84.
My reasoning goes, there's no long division tables on the field, so that's what we're going to do there. With my next pick, after surveying the board and talking to my GM and my front office, I'm going to have to go with my affiliates at Earhart BMW and take Dom Knight with the second overall pick. Dom, it's great to have you on the squad.
No, it's not.
Dom isn't in studio. He's out driving his BMW on I-96. So if you're going anywhere between Canton, Novi, I don't know what else is on 96. So I can hear you talking. You're not.
We're just working in our boardroom.
Mark, you're on the clock with the next pick. And you have about 14 seconds.
So with our Dom is off.
Dom's off the big board.
The board.
You want me to clap?
And right now we're going to throw it over to Trevor Peterson about what he thought about the first 3 picks in this year's draft.
Besides the fact that I was thrown off that I got picked first, I think it was kind of a ploy. Because I think he knew you wanted me, which I would have loved to be on your team. But
it's how it goes sometimes.
It is how it is, right? You know,
You win
Calvin
some,
Johnson
lose
doesn't
some.
want to be on Alliance.
That's true.
Same
Sam
type of
Bradford
thing.
didn't either, but he actually didn't end up.
Now,
on the
Spencer going to you, I expected that all day. You know, it's one of those things. If he didn't take Spencer, you're getting him no matter what.
That's true.
He's one of those hot, those hot hand
Hot
commodity.
commodity.
Exactly. That's the thing
Exactly.
I'm looking for.
Selling like hotcakes.
Right on. And then Dom Knight, he's a toss-up. He gained a lot of weight, but you never know. It could be muscle mass.
He's got hustle with the muscle, baby.
Right on, right on. And it's not no Moody. I mean, I haven't seen Moody play in some years. He's been overseas. He's been eating that.
All right, well, the next pick is in. All right, thank you, Trevor Peterson.
Great talk, John.
Thanks, Trevor.
It's all right,
And
good,
we'll
good
bring
seeing
Trevor
you.
back in. With the second pick of the Miami Beach MHers, Shane Curtis is coming off the board. Shane was a value pick at number 2 overall on the power rankings.
Well, I think this next pick is pretty much a no-brainer. This, again, is going to be another one of those toss-up picks with the upside. far outweighs the negatives. I'm going with size and strength, and I'm going to take the person who will hopefully show up on game day, not wearing jeans and not blowing a .26. I'm going to take B.L. Gardner.
B.L.
my next
Gardner.
selection.
That's a very nice pick. B.L. was almost
He
my
could
selection.
go Barrett Robbins on me and not show up for the Super Bowl.
And obviously, since that pick was made, I am going to go with the brother from Syria, not Moody Matan, but the other guy. His cousin, his counterpart, his whatever you want to call it, out of Saudi Arabia, Abbas Shaib.
That might be the worst introduction anyone's ever received.
You said he's from
Wherever. It's all the same.
Wasn't that a movie with George Clooney?
Maybe.
That was Syriana, I'm sorry. Next up, slim pickings now here on this board. This is like when you get to the 12th round.
There's no one else I want. We should just play 4 on 4.
Of your fantasy draft.
We should just play 4 on 4 hoops and call it a day.
With my next pick, I'm going to take this more for an intimidation factor than anything else. I'm going to take the yo-yo, Cyrus Marsh, with the 4th overall pick.
And that is an awful pick. An awful pick. And we are going to counter that with, and actually we're going to bring Trevor Peterson, a correspondent, to come back on in here. And what do you think about Abbas, BL, and Cyrus for these last 3 picks?
The Abbas pick, you know what? Personally, I would have thought he would have gone a little earlier than that. He's got the big-time speed. He's got big playmaking capability.
But it's obviously his race that has to play factor.
Right on. And Brad Gardner, you know what? Just the same kind of upside. Minus the fact that if he comes with a .26, you're screwed.
It's true.
Safe to say. And then
That's true.
Cyrus, if he wears those sweatpants he wore 3 years ago, prepare for a big game.
That's true.
Because those are
Those are his lucky sweatpants.
Exactly what I was just about to say.
Have you seen Like Mike?
Yeah.
Those are
Right on. Same thing.
Those are actually Jim Brown sweatpants.
Jim Brown's.
All right, Trevor.
I heard that somewhere.
All right, great talk. Good
All right,
seeing you.
Trevor. Thanks for that pick. So the next pick is in, and it is going to be Steve Bayoff. That's
Wow,
coming
that's
over to
quite a
Miami
pick.
Beach. And we're going to ink him onto our contract.
And I think this next pick is just going to be because I want to see him fight you after the game. I'm going to take Chris Skalski, the 5th selection.
Skalski. Wow, that is.
Skalski, it's great to have you on the roster. I just can't wait to see you hurt Mark in some form.
No, he said he's going to break his back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In half, actually.
And if that is how we're going to go, then we are going to go with Zaid Matan is our next pick. He's not playing. Moody Matan will be a conditional free agent pick if anything else happens.
If he gets shipped home. With the next pick, I'm going to have to take one of our phone interviews, and I'm going to go with Bob Bell. I'm really feeling what he was preaching on the phone. I think this is Bob's year to make 3 catches without dropping one.
Well, obviously there's no one else attractive on the board between Nate Bale, Andy Hare, Mike Pitcher, Josh Garcia, Mark Dubowski. And personally, I'd rather take the vendor at the Dippin' Dot stands at the Lions games. But I guess all else fails, and it is the Hanukkah season. So welcome to the squad, Mark Dubowski.
Now these other guys are actually playing.
What's up?
Like these other guys have committed to playing.
What do you mean?
The other guys.
Yeah, these are the other guys for the team. If something else happens, we can drop it later. So between the last 4, just like the Facebook said,
My computer's been running slow lately, so if all else fails, I'll just take Nate Bale for any technical difficulties I have.
and I'm gonna go Josh Garcia.
Well, this is an easy selection. I'll be taking Mike Pitcher.
I mean,
Mike Pitcher. No, there's actually no 9th picks because
Oh.
we're playing 9 on 9. I'm going to
Okay.
take Mike Pitcher, which leaves you with Mr. Irrelevant, the 16th overall pick, Andy Hare. How do you feel about that last pick?
Got a great goatee.
I mean, theoretically, I'd rather have intercourse with my dad, but I'm not down for incest, so we'll have to take him. And
On that note, we'll be right back.